Hello, Mrs. Cooper.
Hi.
I just have a few questions for you today.
Go for it.
So you mentioned in your direct that you had gone to Midland Studios multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah.
So you would say it's pretty easy to get in.
Well, I'm really good at being a stalk. I'm really good at conducting my research on Alex, so I know how to get in. I don't know if it's necessarily easy. I'm just really good at it.
Right. And you used to hide under, as you said in your direct, you said you hid under one of the seats.
Mm-hmm. Third row, fifth seat in.
Now, you spent a significant amount of time researching Alex.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, that's the father of your children, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you aware that you have a restraining order against?
Objection, Your Honor, is irrelevant.
Your Honor, it's
Ross?
Your Honor, it's relevant because we're just showing her opinions on Alex Grace to be biased.
Your Honor, if I may, under Rule 401A, I fail to see how Mrs. Cooper's past relationship with Alex has anything to do with whether the case in hand is more probable or not, whether whether the defendant, Daniel Kozak, was more likely negligent in today's matter.
Well, what are you trying to show regarding the witness's prior restraining order?
Well, we're trying to explain that she was not allowed on set, nor was she anywhere, but she was able to be undetected on Midlands. Clearly, they were negligent in that case, especially if it's a legal document that is stating that she is not allowed to be there at her workplace or at her house.
So are you trying to argue that her presence was to show prior negligence on the part of
Midlands Television Studios.
of the plaintiff?
Your Honor, if I may, I believe we've already established that she was there on set, whether that was negligence from the studio or not, but I'm objecting to the incorporation of the restraining order, and that I don't see the relevance of that, the restraining order that Alex Grace may or may not have against my client.
Well, how is that relevant regarding this witness?
It's relevant because the witness is essentially biased there to the point where even Alex Grace had to file a restraining order against them. Of course, the witness would feel like she did nothing wrong and that Midlands had done nothing wrong. And it essentially goes for the fact that if she was able to get on set, how do we know that Food wasn't able to get on set or any of the other guidelines?
Well, that's almost speculative, but I do believe that it is relevant to show bias, unless there's another objection you'd like to raise.
I stand by my previous
Of
objection.
course. In that case, the objection is overruled. Please proceed, Ms. Ortiz.
Now, if I was to show you this document, would you recognize it?
The restraining order?
Yes. Okay. Your Honor, please let the record reflect that I am showing opposing counsel. Permission to approach the witness.
You may.
Would Your Honor like a copy?
Yes, please.
Now, if I can direct you to page 2. Question 1, please read silently while I read out loud. Are you with me?
Yep.
Respondent shall not enter or interfere with the residence, school, business, or place of employment of the protected persons named in this order, including the buildings, grounds, and parking lots at those locations. Respondent may not violate this order even with the permission of a protected person. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Mrs. Cooper, were you supposed to be there?
Well, who's ever supposed to be anywhere? I mean, right? Is life
Well,
even real?
legally, you are not supposed to be anywhere near Alex Cooper.
I'd like to renew my objection I would like to renew my objection of relevance. I fail to see how this goes into the credibility of my witness, and that we've already established that she was there. This is not as if she would be lying today on stand. This is not going to attack the credibility as a witness as far as her testifying to anything that is false or contrary to the matter.
Do you have a response, Ms. Ortiz?
Your Honor, I can just rephrase the question.
Well, I don't know, that is responsive as to why you're using the order of protection.
Well, the order of protection is still relevant, and the relevance of why she was on set and if she was supposed to not be there or was she supposed to be there would lead into my next question, which essentially is how easy was it to get in for her? And we can skip that part if co-counsel would like, but it still reflects the negligence of Midland's television studio.
I can contradict that it does go to bias and but also the question of why she was there if there's an order of protection against her. And that's something for the jury to consider. But is there another grounds you wish to object on, counsel?
No, I just stand by my previous objection.
In that case, the previous objection is overruled. Please proceed.
So, saying that you go to Midlands, would you say that you love Alex Grace?
Yeah.
No further questions. Permission to achieve the evidence?
Yes, maybe retrieve the evidence.